my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you are new and stumbling across this video, hello, my name is Katrina. Thank you for watching. As you can see, I have done a Cinderella hair and makeup tutorial. I am so excited about this because I love Disney princesses. I love everything Disney, but especially the princesses. So I have decided that I'm starting like a series here, and I'm going to start doing all different Disney princess inspired hair and makeup tutorials, and so I'm super excited. I am so excited for you guys to watch this because I had so much fun filming it. If you'd like to check out some more of my stuff, please head on over to my Instagram at KatrinaJWest, and if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, then please keep watching.
So, first things first, Disney princesses just do not have dark under eyes, so I applied the Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer to my under eyes and also to my eyelids to get rid of any darkness. I then took the Mecca Max Selfie Skin Foundation and Concealer 2-in-1 in the shade MW7 Sunshine, and I buffed this into my face and down my neck using the Bare Minerals Smoothing Face Brush. I then took my sponge to blend out any lines caused from the brush. Next, I took the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Fair Claire, as it's quite a natural shade for highlighting, and I applied this underneath my eyes, between my eyebrows, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin. I also applied this to my eyelids to use as a base for the eyeshadow later on. And of course, I blended this all out with a sponge to get the concealer to really sit into my pores and create a natural, flawless finish like a Disney princess. Next up, I set the foundation and concealer down with the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in the shade Light to create a nice matte base for the rest of our complexion products to blend with. Usually, if you don't powder your face before applying more powder products, your complexion can become quite muddy looking and it can be hard to blend, so always be sure to set your face first. This one is only $16 from Woolworths and it lasts forever because you never need to use much product at a time. Moving on to a light contour, I took the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette and I used the shade Shadow Play to just lightly contour my cheekbones, the perimeter of my face, down my neck, and also on the sides of my nose. Something I've learned recently is to, rather than suck your cheeks in like a fish to contour your cheekbones, instead smile a little and find where your cheekbones sit naturally, because as a Disney princess in particular, you smile a lot and that's where you want the shadow to be seen and to enhance your smile. I also just used the same brush for it all as I wanted it to look very natural and effortless and not like I've carved out my cheekbones or completely snatched my nose. Next up, I used the Pony Cosmetics Unicorn Chocolate Bronzing Powder as it's a beautiful matte bronzer. It also isn't super pigmented so that you can keep it quite light and natural looking, or you can just build up the product to look more bronzed. I just lightly buffed this pretty much everywhere where I applied the contour powder before. For blush, I took the Pony Cosmetics Unicorn Candy Blushing Powder, as Cinderella has quite a rosy yet peachy complexion, and this blush is actually an ombre blush, so it's got a bit of both in it. Again, to enhance the cheekbones and your smile, I always smile with my mouth closed, and then I apply the blush to the apples of my cheeks, and I lightly buff it backwards to let it blend in with the bronzer. I decided I wanted a little more of a peachy glow on the cheeks, so I took the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette. Well, it used to be a palette, now it's just the blush after a couple of accidental drops. It was a sad time, but anywho, I applied this just on top of the last blush. For a natural rosy highlighter, I took the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and I lightly swept this along the highest point of my cheekbones, up and around my eyebrows, on the tip of my nose, and the highest half of the bridge of my nose to create a cute Disney princess button nose effect, and I also applied it to my cupid's bow. And then I had a little Frozen Let It Go dance party mid-tutorial. Back to work and moving on to the eyebrows, I took the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim in soft brown, and I first used the spoolie end to brush my brows into place, and then I used the pencil end to draw hair-like lines to create some nice natural brows like Cinderella's. Moving on to eyeshadow, I began with the Too Faced Sweet Peach eyeshadow palette, and I used the shade Luscious, which is a beautiful pink champagne, to cover my entire eyelid and up to the brow bone as well. Next I took a fluffy blending brush and applied this very peachy matte shade called Candied Peach to my crease, and just continued to build this up until it created a nice shadow-like effect. Also, don't mind my singing, I promise I wasn't just talking to myself, I was definitely jamming out to a Disney Princess Spotify playlist. Next I took the very first BH Cosmetics and Carli Bybel palette, and I applied this beautiful light pink shimmer shade to my lid to really give it a pretty soft pink pop, as Cinderella seems to like wearing pink on her face, and I certainly don't blame her. Also from this palette, I took this warm dusty brown matte shade and I applied it underneath my lower lash line to create the effect of bigger eyes like a Disney princess. Next, taking the Mellow Cosmetics Treasure Chest palette, I selected the colour Rose Gold and I applied it to the inner half of my lower lash line just to give the look a subtle rosy pop. After this, I took the shade Crystal and I applied this to my inner corner to really open up the eyes. Speaking of opening up the eyes, if you ever want to make your eyes look larger, always use a white eyeliner. I took the Maybelline Lasting Drama Light Liner and I lined my waterline to make my eyes appear much larger like Cinderella's. Moving on to wings, I used the Pony Cosmetics Pegasus Liquid Eyeliner and created some small fine wings to really add to the femininity of this look and to lift the eyes and the face like Cinderella. I don't have much space on my eyelids once I open my eyes, so I always keep my eyeliner quite tight to the lash line. The way I do this is by lightly pulling my eye out to the side and then sliding the tip of the pen along the lash line. It's also a much easier way to apply the eyeliner and prevent any mistakes from happening. I then used my new favourite mascara, which is the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. It really does give the effect of false lashes, as it doesn't clump your lashes up and instead coats each individual lash to give the effect of having more, longer, thicker lashes. So I applied this to my top and my bottom lashes. Cinderella has big beautiful eyes, and another way to enlarge your eyes is to add false lashes. These are some really natural looking strip lashes by Ardell in the style 110 Black, and I just applied these with the Duo Clear Lash Glue and waited for them to dry. For lips, I used the Lip Heroes Waterproof Lip Liner in the shade Peaches for Me, and I lined the border of my lips and also filled in the corners. I then took this terribly melted lipstick by Winky Lux in the shade Plush. I just can't let it go, it is so pretty. And I filled in my lips with this colour. And that was it for the makeup look. Now heading into hair. Welcome to the hair tutorial. I hope you like my makeshift Cinderella costume. This was actually a dress I had made for me from a friend's mum, and the choker was from a $5 value pack from Cosmetics Plus. I decided to use a wig for this look since I have got brown hair, so I used the Uniwig's Morgan Human Hair wig. I just plaited my hair in two and pinned them around my head like so. Next, I just brushed out the wig and I put it on my head. Now, I'm no wig expert, but the way that I do like to do this is I hold on to the bottom of the wig and then I insert the bottom clip into my hair first, and then I pull the rest of the wig forward and into place and secure the front two clips. As you can see, there is no fringe on this wig, but Cinderella's signature look includes a fringe. So I took the front area bangs and my straightener and I just lightly ran the straightener over it to create some volume at the root of the bangs. I then took the 2 front pieces on either side, which were around 1 to 2 inches each, and I tied them up so that they were out of the way, as we will be coming back to these later. I next sectioned off a piece of hair from the top and centre of the head. This was around 4 to 5 inches or so in width, and I twisted this back and then pushed it forward to create some height. I then took 2 bobby pins and just pinned this into place. Next, I took this beautiful light blue headband that I got from Cotton On for $13, and I placed this in between what we just created, which I like to call a poof, and the 2 front pieces. I then started brushing the rest of the hair backwards into a low ponytail. Ideally, I would have liked this to be much higher, but because of the heaviness of the wig and the direction that all of the hair was going, it was really hard to pull it upwards and style it how I would have liked to. But maybe later on I'll bring out another video with my own hair and do the real Cinderella look. And I'm singing again. I promise I am not talking to myself. Next up, I just simply twisted the ponytail and then wrapped it around my hair tie like a bun, and I pinned it in place. Again, the heaviness of this wig and the layers cut into it made it so much harder to pin into place and look nice and neat and tidy. But I think we pretty much got there in the end. If you are doing this on your own hair though, this will be much easier for you. As you saw earlier, my headband fell out, so I popped it back in, and firstly taking the front piece on the side that we didn't run the straightener over, I just lightly twisted this piece backwards and away from my face and pinned it into the top of the bun so that it's somewhat draped around the bun. I then took the other side, and doing a similar technique to what we did with the poof, I twisted it backwards and away from the face as well, and then pushed it forward a little bit to create a little bit of volume before then pinning it around the bun, just as I did on the other side. And that's the look, complete with my makeshift Cinderella costume. Please enjoy this montage of me being really silly and marinating in being a Disney princess. I hope you guys enjoyed this look and this video. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, as I will be making many more of these types of videos. In fact, I'm already filming another one today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!